Hi, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is GreatWhiteNortherner. We're here doing a dime hunt today. So I've got a box of dimes. We're going to go through this looking for some silver and variants, and we'll see how it goes. If we get some good stuff, then we'll make a video out of it. If not, then I will grab some more boxes and we'll add those to the hunt later on. So let's just dive right into it here. Alright, so the first roll was tape, so I didn't actually do it on camera because it's too hard to cut the tape with just the one hand here, but this, I noticed this one's not, so we'll do this one live so we can kind of, you can see that I'm unrolling these right here, and you can see I've pulled out two US quarters there. They're again, I think it was a 2002 and a 2017, so nothing special there. Anyway, we will open this one up and spread it out, and we shall see what we can find in here. And who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe this will be a roll that has silver in it. Alright, so let's take a look through here. We've got a US coin right there. And that is a 1967, so getting close to silver. There is a double die obverse. I'm not sure exactly what to look for in that, but let's just close this up. Let's just throw this under the microscope now that I have the microscope, and we'll pull this up here. So 1967 double die. Not sure where the doubling is. Again, I'm not a huge expert on the the US coins. But I don't see any doubling on there, so I think that is just a regular 1967. What else we got in here? I got to see an off-color one here, so let's see what that is. Oh, it's just some staining on it, so nothing special there. And what's this? Oh. Oh, those are all new heads, somewhat older. It's a 2000, I believe. So there is a 2000p variant on this one, so let's just take a look. And no, so there's no P on that one. So that would the P denotes the there was a test run in 2000 where they were trying out the new steel zinc-plated steel dimes, and so they were all the new ones have a P underneath the Queen's head, and so I think there was about, if I remember correctly, I think there's 20,000 of those minted, so there's not very many of them, so it'd be pretty hard to find, but definitely you'd be wanting to look for them as you go through. So let's just take a quick look. Oh, I got another new US quarter here, and it's 1998, and get that to focus there. So that's can go over there, and those are 1993. There's nothing on that. So yeah, nothing else in here. I checked that one already. 89, yeah. So, alright, well, we will, let's do another roll here. I'm just going to throw these off to the side. I'll throw them in a box in a sec. I notice that other roll is also open, so let's go on to roll 3. Again, get these guys to come out. Alright, I got another US dime over here. Looks like a 2000p. We got one here, a little older. 1968. So I believe there is a silver version of that. That one's kind of got an odd color, so it's possible. Let's see if I can just pull my little magnet out here. See if it connects. Yeah, it does. So that means it's nickel. Obviously, if it's silver, it would not be attracted to the magnet. So it's an easy way to tell. Unfortunately, not one we want to keep. And what else we got in here? Make sure I'm still focused on this. Some of these, I suppose, could be the 2000p key variants. Oh, there's another older one, 1979, 1989. Those are not the lower mintage years that I'm looking for, so that's why I'm not really pulling any of those out. But yeah, it looks like these are all nickel or steel. So, all right, well, I'm going to stop doing this, and I will pull you in if I actually find something. So, all right. Alright, so we are on box 5 here, or box 5, roll 5, and we have found the first coin that I'm going to keep here, which is a 1972. It is a low mintage year, about 60 million in the mintage. I have actually found, I think I found 2 or 3 in some of the earlier rolls, but they were so bad shape, they're all scratched and really rough shape. So I did not keep them, but you can see 1972 there. It's in pretty decent shape, and with the lower mintage, I will hold on to that one. So fine there. We do have a couple U.S. coins, or a few U.S. coins that I found. Nothing of any note in those, but I always set those aside just because they're technically worth a little bit more, and I can roll them up and maybe take them down to the States next time I go down. So I will just finish off this roll while I got the camera going, and I don't see anything here. It's 2016. So nothing much. Finding here, nice dirty one. Oh, U.S. coin. Let's see. So 1986p. Nothing that has any real value other than it just being U.S. rather than Canadian. So yeah, so that's it for that roll. We'll move on to the next. Alright, so I'm just going to bring you in on this. These are, I'm just about roll 11 right now. I am pulling these shrink-wrapped rolls out. And I didn't pull you in on any of them at all because I kind of suspected this, but there has not been a single coin under 2001 in the 3 that I've opened so far. So I got the 3 wrappers there. They're all 2001 and above. I suspect these are all the same. There's no US coins in any of these, as you can see as we look through them. The fact that I've done 3 rolls and found no 2001s, or no, nothing below 2001. I suspect these have all been put through a machine and had that alloy recovery program pull all the old stuff out. So I'm not even going to bother opening the rest of these. I'm just going to throw them aside, and we'll start working on some of the other ones. Maybe what I'll do is, just out of curiosity, I will do this one, which is a machine rolled, or I believe machine rolled, although as I said, I have seen people have some success with these. So give me 1 second. I'm going to open this one on camera, and we'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. Alright, well, I don't know if I have the same talent to do this one-handed as Rob Finds Treasures does, but let's do this and see if we can cut this open. I cut myself before I cut this open, I think. Yeah, you know what? Let's just pull them up from the side here, and we'll unroll this and see what is in these. I suspect this is going to be much the same as those shrink-wrapped ones, but we'll take a look. There is, that looks like a US clad coin there. Nothing else. Nothing on the ends. Don't see anything there either, but that's definitely US clad, so I would have thought that if this was going through, and certainly those other ones didn't have any US coins in them, so that is US 2003p. Stick that over there, but I don't see anything else. But let's look through, see if we can find. Whoops, dropped one here, and yeah, not the same practiced hand as Rob from Rob Finds Treasures. If you're watching these coin roll hunts, I'm sure you'll enjoy his channel. He does a great job. Mostly focusing on US coins, but silver stacking and so on as well. Let's just take a quick look and see if we can find. Yeah, so there's a 1984. So I guess I'm wrong. Those rolls are they definitely have stuff before 2001, and I really thought they wouldn't, based on just my understanding of what was going on with that alloy recovery program, but the shrink-wrapped ones for sure, those were all new coins, new 2001 and above. So that's a 1971, pretty dirty, rough shape, but that is a low mintage coin as well, so I will pull that one out, stick that over with the rest. What else we got in here? 1973, it's not, don't remember exactly, but I think there's over 200 million of those that were minted. But I guess I can try. I did turn down a couple boxes that had all of that style of roll in them, and I think I can probably get away with trying those in the future, because I'm definitely getting some pre-2001 stuff here. Let's just take a look. I'm pretty sure 82 is a somewhat low mint. Yeah, so I will pull that one out. It's about 94 million for the 82. And I just don't see anything else here. Whoops, get my hand out of the way there. That's probably not good, good video. What's this guy here? 1983. Might have looked at him earlier. 73. Looks like a 1992, which is a higher mintage. Oh, that's the Centennial. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Nothing in there, and I will come back if I find something. Learn something new anyway. Alright everybody, we're back at it here, and we're on roll number 22. So we have found a lower mintage dime here. It is a 1996. Just throw this up on the, so you can see there, 1996. That's an okay shape. It's got some marks and scratches on it. That one has a mint of about 50 million. For that one, if I remember correctly, yeah, 52 million. Stick that up there. And I happened to notice as I was looking at that there's another older one here. And yeah, so that is a 1980 again. So again, lower mintage, and it has that that variant. So we'll stick that underneath the microscope as well. Where are we here? 1980. So that appears to be the wide O variant again. I have yet to find a narrow O, and that's why I'm kind of struggling, because I'm not sure if I'm reading all my information correctly. I am certainly not an expert at this, but that, you know, those circles in the 8 are roughly the same size. They don't seem to be elongated on the bottom, which is the major defining factor for the narrow O variant of this. And yeah, that appears to be another wide O 1980, so I have got a few of those. I'll stick that aside with the rest. And let's just, while we're here, let's just scan through again, so see if we find anything else. We've got 2 out of this pile so far. So I will look through. What we got? 1974. It's not a low mintage one. 1989, that one is not either. 1989. That looks like a 1982, so that's 94 million. Again, it's under 100 million. I've kind of set that as my threshold. That one's maybe a little questionable to keep, but we'll set that one aside anyway. 2008. Let's just go through here. What's this? 1988. Again, not low mintage. Oh, there's another 1980 right there. Alright, so let's stick that one up underneath the microscope. See if we can find the narrow one, which for me seems to be the difficult one to find. I don't know, that looks exactly like all the others. 1980. Wide O. So I'll take it. Throw it in with the rest. They don't seem to be too rare, at least not for me. But I will set that aside. What else we got in here? 2011. Oops, there's a 2000. Let's see if there's a P variant. No P on the bottom there. So, alright, that's it. We'll move on to the next. Alright, we are on roll 28, and just saw this one peeking out at the top here, so let's just take a quick look. Looks like a foreign coin of some type. 5 something denomination. It looks like a lobster on there, so maybe Caribbean. 1982 Cayman Islands. So get that to focus there. There we go. And yeah, so first, other than the US, that's the first foreign of all these rolls. So I'll set that one aside. And while we're at it, let's just take a quick look. 96, 79. Nothing too exciting. Alright, that's it. Everybody, we are back in here and we are on roll 26, and I've actually already moved it over to the microscope. I was just digging through this roll and I found another 1980, and I'm like, oh, this is the nicest 1980 that I've run into yet. As you can see, this row here is all 1980s, and they all appear to me to be the wide O variant. So I am really struggling with why I'm finding all of these wide O variants when they're supposed to be the lower mintage of the two. But anyway, I did find this, and I've actually stuck it beside the one of the other ones that I found, and I think this is actually a narrow O variant, the one on the right. It is, as you can see, quite glossy. It's in really great shape. But when I'm looking at this, I do see that right-hand side O being a longer, narrower version of the O. That defining factor that I've been looking for in the 8, that with the larger bottom of the 8, is not easy to see on there, but the O definitely seems to be narrower than the one on the left. So when I pull back over to this, yeah, like I think that's a narrow O. It's unfortunately, it's rare for me, but definitely the one on the left is supposed to be the more rare version of it. The one on the right here is really glossy. It's in great shape. So if I pull this off here, you can kind of see the condition that it's in for a 1980 coin, low mintage. Like, it's really nice. And flip it over here. Actually, I haven't even looked at the back yet. Yeah, like that's pretty decent detail on there. So, not sure if that's what the mark is on there, but I think it's probably just a watermark of some type. But anyway, yeah. So that's in great shape. I think I've got the two variants now, and I'll just set that in with the rest, and we'll keep going through this pile and see if we find anything else. I'll bring you back in if I do. All right, we are done. Last box or last roll. Actually, we're on the last roll here. Excuse me, and I found one that I was looking for. It is a variant that only comes in the O Canada and Tiny Treasure sets. It is a not for circulation coin. It's a 1998, and what you're looking for is the W mark on the back. So if I can get that to focus, let's see if that comes in. So you can see the W there just to the right at the bottom of the Queen's effigy there. And so that is a not intended for circulation coin, and it's obviously found its way into circulation. It would have had more of a proof, like, I don't know if it was a proof finish on that particular one, but certainly this one is circulated. Although it's not bad. Again, I'll throw it up on the microscope here, and you can kind of see that W mint mark there on the bottom right. It's in okay shape, but certainly has been circulated. So, but I did not have that. I think I have the Tiny Treasures for 1998 because my son was born in 1998, and I believe I bought a set with that, so it would have that one in it. But anyway, it's the first one I found out in the wild, so I will set that one aside. And while I've got you here, I might as well just go through the rest of this this roll. Oops, we're over here. Let's get that to focus in again. Come on, focus. There we go. So we'll go through this while we're here and see if anything else. This is the last roll. I don't see. It's pretty decent shape, whatever it is. That's 2018. 1977, not a low mintage one, so we'll just pass that one by. And I don't bother flipping these over because they're all the newer heads, and it's not any variants that I'm aware of in those ones. So No, it doesn't look like that. Oh, there's an older one there. It is in 1979, so again, not one that we're looking for as far as the low mintage dates go. And that is it. That's it for the roll. So I'll come back in a minute. I'll reorganize things here, and we'll go through the recap. Alright, be back in a minute. Alright, so here's the recap. This is what I've pulled out as far as the US coinage. So there are nothing of any real consequence in here as usual. I didn't find any older coins, most of them in the 90s and 2000s. I think I did check the one for the DD, I think it's a DDO variant on it, and didn't find anything. So about $1.20 in US coinage there, and nothing to write home about. We have the one that I just pulled out here, which is that 1998. It's in pretty decent shape, but not proof, of course. It did come out of a set that's got the W on the back there, so that's a variant I was looking for, at least out in the wild, to have for my set. And then these are all the low mintage coins that I pulled out. So again, they're all pretty rough. Actually, I might even just throw this guy back. He's pretty dirty and marked up. I'm not going to keep them all. I'll try and pick out the nicer ones. So 1971, the 70 is the one that we'd really like to have got. We did get one in the earlier coin roll hunt. There's only 5 million of those that were ever minted. The 71 is definitely a higher mintage. I'll pull those up again. And so yeah, so the 1971 is about 41 million, the 1972 is 60 million. I got two of the 76s, they're about 95 million, the mintage there. And then the 1980s, so I have, as you can see, there are 9 of them there. I actually got 2 rows, one row was getting too tall. These all, except for the shiny one in the bottom here, all appear to me to be the wide O variant, which is supposed to be the more rare of the two. Now, if any of you are out there, are numismatics, and would like to help me clarify what is happening here, or whether I'm just getting extremely lucky in picking out the wide O variants, or am I missing something when I'm looking at these? Because this one definitely seems to match up as a narrow O, and it is in great shape, but it is the narrow O variant as far as the two variants go. So, you know, I don't know. Anyway, I'll move on. We've kind of looked at that already. 1982, we've got 5 of those. Some of them are in okay shape. And again, 1986. Or sorry, 1990 is the next one. Oh, sorry, the mintages on that. The 1982 is 94, and the 1990 is a 65 million that were minted. And then we got the 1991 and the 96, and the 91 is 50 million, the 96 is 52 million, and then the 97 is 43 million. So all lower mintages, they're all kind of mid-range coins, nothing too special about any of them. But that's what I pulled out of the box. I was going to hold this and do another box if I didn't find silver, but I think I found enough stuff to kind of go over. Certainly got enough footage here, so I will post this one as is, and we will look for silver in another box. So I do have a quarter box coming up that I'm going to work on next, and I'll have that one posted shortly as well. Alright. I hope you guys have a great day. Please like and subscribe. Please comment if you have any comments at all on any of this. If you have some suggestions for improvement on how I'm doing this, or if you can enlighten me on this 1980 mystery that has me a little bit boggled. So, alright, well, thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate you watching the videos. Again, please like and subscribe. Alright, take care.